Under Armour's Future 50 Combine took place on Sunday. Here's Rivals.com National Recruiting Director Mike Farrell with a breakdown of the 6 participating quarterbacks.
For a 2019 quarterback, you have to like a lot about JT Daniels' game. This kid is got poise beyond his years. He throws a very nice ball, has a strong arm for someone who's just, developing into a high school quarterback. Put up huge numbers last year, and you could see why. The accuracy is on point, especially fitting it into tight spaces, and his long ball is good too. It's easy to throw the intermediate passes, especially routes on air or against one-on-one coverage, but the long ball passes are the tough ones, and he could do pretty much everything. Washington quarterback Jacob Sirmon has an absolute cannon, probably the strongest arm you're going to see at this entire Under Armour week, including the guys in the 2017 game. This class of 2018, he can absolutely sling it. Now the problem is accuracy is a bit all over the place at times. He can overstride, overthrow. He can lack touch on short passes. But man, I tell you what, if they can refine him and have him throw a little bit more touch on those shorter passes and even on the longer passes, that strong arm is going to help him. Stanford quarterback commitment Jack West was up and down a little bit at the Future 50. There's a little bit of a hitch in his delivery. Sometimes it can be elongated. Sometimes he can drop that shoulder. Certainly he can get the ball there, especially when he throws over the top and steps into his throws. But sometimes when he short arms it or does drop that shoulder, it can come out a little bit wonky and can lead to some accuracy issues. So he's got some mechanical things to fix up. But overall, I thought he had a pretty good day, especially throwing to receivers he's not used to. Cal quarterback commitment Adrian Martinez was smooth throughout the day. I liked the way he got into his drops quickly. His release was smooth. It wasn't super fast or twitchy, but he didn't have any hitches in there either. He got the ball out smoothly. It was accurate for the most part. His downfield ball showed some nice touch. He doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, but certainly he can get the ball where it needs to be. I think he'll struggle a little bit on outs and needs to get a little stronger, but I thought he had a good day overall for 2018. Ohio State commitment Emory Jones wasn't cleared to throw at the Future 50 after suffering a broken bone in his shoulder during the football season, but he did it anyways. Shows the competitive nature that he has, and again, that flick of the wrist release gets the ball downfield so quickly. Perfect spiral almost every time. Accuracy was there. He threw for only a short period of time, but showed toughness. Joey Gatewood is obviously the biggest quarterback out there. I think when you include the 2017 quarterbacks as well, he is just absolutely huge. Looks like a defensive end or a tight end. He does throw the ball with accuracy. The problem is he aims it a bit downfield, doesn't put a lot of velocity on it. He has a strong arm. He just needs to mechanically work into shifting his balance and actually just ripping the ball. And I think it's a little bit of a lack of confidence, too, because there were guys open where he led them properly, but the ball floated. And I think he could have just zipped it in there. So he's got some mechanical work to do as well as learning to just trust his arm.
Quarterback Harrison Bailey certainly looks the part of a big-time quarterback. Even though he's a 2020 prospect, that means he's just a freshman in high school. Kid has a big arm and has a lot of mechanical things you would see on an older prospect. So very impressive kid, certainly at the Future 50 for being so young.
Subscribe to the Rivals.com YouTube channel and get the very latest on college football and basketball recruiting, plus in-depth coverage of the Rivals Camp Series, various All-Star games, exclusive archived footage, and much more.